What's up, YouTube? Andy from the Sports Card Flip Game here with the latest on how to get you plugged into all things sports cards. In today's video, we are going to be debating which is a better investment, buying singles or buying individual packs. I've been going back and forth, kind of wrestling with this in my mind for the last few weeks, wanting to make a video on it and see if we could decide which is a better investment. If you haven't already yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you join the team, and be sure to turn on the bell notification as well so you can be notified when I've got new content coming out. I am posting twice a week to keep you informed on what the latest is, so be sure and turn on that bell notification as well, and leave me a comment down below on which one you prefer, singles or actually busting wax. So I've had this debate, and it's really kind of been going on for a while, on which is a better, overall investment of my time and my hard-earned money. Is it singles, right, and pulling stuff off of eBay or other marketplaces, or is it actually going out and finding new product and ripping it and see if I can hit something big from that? Singles really provide a better overall investment, and it's safer when it comes to, hey, I know I've got this Vladdy card, I know I've got this Keston card. On the basketball side, I just picked up this Zion Select Concourse, right? So these are all relatively safe when you start to think of it. And when you're thinking about an actual stock portfolio or an investment portfolio, again, these are safe sort of investments, whereas you start looking at individual wax, maybe this is a little bit more risky. There could be a $100 card in here, a $1,000 card, or there could be diddly squat. And so you have to think of it in terms of diversification. Maybe 80% should be, Hall of Famers, rookie prospects, things like that. And then 20%, maybe you take a flyer and you say, you know what, I really want to see if I can hit a card that maybe I don't have or wouldn't go out and pay for on eBay. Let's see if I can bust some wax and find that. Now, on the other flip side with it, busting wax really provides you that ability to hit that one of one, right? To not just hit the concourse level Zion, the common, right? To hit something that's, a disco, that's color, numbered, all that sort of thing. It really is a lot more like gambling when it comes right down to it. So we're going to actually gamble a little bit. I've got two Bowman hobby packs from 2020 that just came out the other day. I've also got my hands on a Mosaic blaster box. Super hot on the basketball side. We're going to actually see which one vets out. And what I've done is try to actually look at, right, figuring out, is this actually going to be a better investment, or putting your money into individual cards, is that going to be a better investment? Now, keep in mind that this case study may actually not bear it out quite right. I've only got two hobby packs and I've got one blaster box. The sample size may not quite be big enough to end the debate fully, but you get the idea. Now, keep in mind too that I've actually got hobby exclusive packs of Bowman. I actually went to my local card store here in Dallas. They've actually opened back up, and I actually prefer hobby when I can get it because the odds are a little bit higher. Sometimes the parallels are a little bit different. Typically the configuration is just a little bit more to my liking. If I can find it on the retail side, I'll certainly bust that. And sometimes that scratches that itch that I have to go find a blaster. I actually found this at the local card store. I didn't find it at Walmart or anything like that. The challenge on the local card shop side is obviously them being open, depending on where you're at, actually having product like a blaster in stock for you to be able to buy. And then you also have to keep in mind that sometimes that local card store has to make a profit off of this, right? So they're not going to sell it at the suggested retail price. They're going to mark it up a little bit. And that's okay, right? Within reason. So all things you need to consider when you're looking to actually diversify and figure out, hey, do I want to actually bust some packs, or do I want to go and get into it? So without further ado, I'm going to turn on my video. I'm going to show you my actual cards here. We're going to look at two Bowman Platinum cards. We've got a Vladdy. This is an ice parallel from last year from Bowman Prospect, or Bowman Platinum rather. And then this is a Keston. This is a parallel to 150. Both of these go for about $10 a piece, give or take. Was trying to get, some kind of cards that relatively balanced out to these Bowman packs. in terms of price, so that when I bust them, we can see which is a better value. So without further ado, let's get into it. We're obviously looking for like a Jason Dominguez or something like that in here. On the 2-pack side, right, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but you can kind of see here, we've got an insert already. We've got a Dan Vogelbach. We've got a Bryce Harper in his Phillies uniform. We've got a Rookie of the Year, Jesus Luzardo. We've got a Jacob Amaya. This is his first Bowman. Sam Huff, love getting that, even in the paper version. Big Rangers guy. Wilfred Astudillo, this is Tortuga's little brother. Now we're into the actual Chrome cards. We've got Shea Langoliers, Freitas Nova, Shane Bieber, and then Cody Bellinger. So no hits in that first pack, right? Like obviously looking for an auto or looking for a color parallel. Obviously the guys, the breakers and stuff online are pulling just tons and tons and tons of product out of this. So you can see, right, they kind of fan it out and you get the idea there's no color in here. So just sort of, there we go. Okay, so second pack, Jose Urena, Francisco Mejia. Oh, there's a Vladdy card. Aaron Shortridge, this is his first Bowman card. Damon James, so you're seeing some of those that were drafted last year, but maybe not the top picks. Are kind of in there. We got Cole Winn, Chrome card. Antonio Cabello. And then Whit Merrifield and Christian Yelich. So nothing really of note from those Bowman packs, right? No autos, no color, certainly, you know, duds, so to speak. I would certainly count that at least in favor of these individual cards, at least on the baseball side. So now let's actually put up head-to-head a Mosaic Blaster. This is, you know, anywhere from 60 something to $100 on kind of the resale market. If you can still find them at Walmart, good on you, even though they've been a lot of times refreshed. This Zion Select I got for in the upper $50. So kind of get the same idea there in terms of how they kind of come out cost-wise. So we're going to open this up. Obviously, Mosaic has just been going crazy on the basketball side. So wanted to get my hands on at least open a little bit of it just so I could get a sense of, hey, is this really good? I'm not quite sure how I ultimately feel about it, but right, we get the idea here. There are 4 cards per pack, so there's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then these have the orange parallels in. So let's get to busting and see what we get. Right, sometimes this just gives you the ability to kind of open some cards, which I certainly love. So first up, Domantas Sabonis, Jaylen Brown. We got Jam Masters, Dr. J, and then Jarrett Culver, rookie debut. So nothing crazy there, but certainly nothing awful. I love the Jam Masters inserts. Certainly one that I enjoy. Has that 90s look and feel to it. And we gotta get this open. There we go. Configuration, obviously, with these has been going pretty crazy. We got Josh Okogie. We got a Langston Galloway. Okay, so this is a first green prism. This is Wilt Chamberlain. That's a cool card. And then Taylor Horton Tucker. So certainly we're looking for like one of the orange ones. Get a nice rookie there. Be able to find an MVP or Jam Masters in one of the Mosaic parallels. I think there are 4 in total that were guaranteed. So we'll kind of see how that comes out. So we got Duncan Robinson, Damian Lillard. Okay, here we go. Got a Luka Give and Go. This is the base Mosaic. Love that card. We'll show that off there. Love, you guys know how much I love Luka, so getting that is just super awesome. And then behind it, not another bad one, Larry Bird, USA card. So right off the bat, I'd be like, yeah, right, Mosaic's pretty hot, I like it. Of course, I'm going to be biased hitting a Zion, or not a Zion, a Luka in the second pack, but yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Next up, Otto Porter, Joe Ingles, got Klay Thompson, green Mosaic, and then DeAndre Hunter. Okay, so 4 more packs left to go. Let's keep ripping and see what we get in these last 4 packs. We got a Will Barton, Jarrett Allen, actual Silver, George Hill, and then Scotty Pittman. Gotta love that. So down in the comments below, tell me what you all think about Mosaic basketball. Do you like it? Have you guys been pulling fire from it? Are you getting skunked a little bit like me? Next up, Marcus Smart, Kawhi, Wendell Carter Jr., Green Prism. Love the look of that. And then Grant Williams, rookie card. Again, I think some of my earlier luck with some of these pulling Zions like crazy maybe got me a little, over the top, expecting a lot. Next up, Colin Sexton, Rodney Hood, got Will to Win. I think this is the orange, and maybe that's just the base. Donovan Mitchell. That may just be the base. And then Cameron Johnson, NBA debut. Okay, so last pack. George Hill again. Norman Powell. Darius Garland, Green Prism. That's not bad. And then Isaiah Roby to finish off. So, all in all, really, I mean, like that Luka is by far the best out of all these. It's probably a $15, $20 card, something like that. Doesn't go for a ton. I certainly love the look and feel of it. Love being able to pull that. But for my money, it really comes down to, getting something that's going to provide some long-term upside in terms of investment, not necessarily just a second year. Obviously when you're busting wax, you're doing it really because you've got volume. You're busting not just one blaster, you're busting 10, or you're busting, hobby boxes full. So that's a consideration, and especially on the Bowman Chrome side too, right? Like being able to bust a lot of Bowman to be able to pull those and chase those autos in the color, I think really make the difference. Whereas if you're first getting started, if you're back into the hobby and you're new, really, I would suggest stick to singles. If you want to get some packs, go to retail, get that, again, scratch that itch a little bit, get some packs, kind of get the feel for what they're like, but don't use that as where you're putting your money and your investment dollars in. Look to the singles. Really, I would say, by and large, stick to that, and I think you're going to be better off. So that's going to do it for today's video. Again, if you did like it or want to get down in the comments and tell me below, am I crazy? Would love to hear from you all. Have been loving the feedback thus far. So thank you to all my commenters and subscribers. And until next time, keep your flip game strong.